Hello students, my name is Brian Van Pelt and this is a welcome message for fall 2022. This message is for both my Math 1100 class and my Math 2520 class. Both of you are using exactly the same environment to do your math in, so I decided to make just one video for the both of them. So we'll start with the screen that I'm on. This is how you log into my Tri-C space, so let me do so. Now once you're inside of here, you're going to want to look for Blackboard if it ever loads up. Let's see if I can get it. It's in here somewhere. It moves around, so you have to be careful. There it is. I finally got it. Now I've also, the Blackboard site for both of these classes is almost identical, so I'll just use one class, the Math 1100, for doing this video. So go over to where it says courses. Choose your course. Now these courses aren't listed here yet because it's the day before classes start. So I'm going to go to the next page and I'm going to choose Mathematical Explorations. That'll be Math 1100. Of course, differential equations, you click yours along with me. Now, so far there are no announcements, but everything you need is over here on the left-hand side. Course information is where you want to go first. Let's do that. Here you'll find the syllabus and instructions in how to log into my math lab. My math lab is where everything will be done, so I think that we'll do that first, and then I'll talk about the syllabus. The only thing required for either of these courses is access to my math lab. You do not need to buy a textbook. The textbook is included inside of my math lab. So anyways, here you have this. Click on it. And it has here this kind of a page. Either you sign in or you create an account. So what I wanted to do is, it's very annoying, but this paper that is generated by my math lab, when you click on it, it opens in the exact same page as where you were. I actually want this information. The 15927 will be important. So let's create an account. Email address. For my purposes, I'm making everything bogus, so I'm going to call it brian@mail.com. And you can use the same username. You just have to remember your password. I'll show mine. I guess I won't show. We'll just do one that I have been using. And my first name, Brian. My last name, Smith. United States. Select my role. I will be a student. Select my study level. Well, this is new. College student, undergraduate. I am not exactly sure about this part. Does it have to be here? I do not know. Let's see. This allows us to show your age-appropriate products and services and ensures that we comply with data privacy regulations. I don't know, let's see if it will let me get through it without it. And then we will go ahead and create an account. It looks like it's important, so I'm going to put 0101, let's see, 2000. See if that'll work. Of course, you get to see all the issues that I'm having. That is part of the reason. They've changed things a little bit. So let's try this. It does not like it. MM-YY. Oh, month and year. That's all they want? Okay. There we go. Now let's try it. Obviously, they can't check it, so they're doing it for some diligence so that they do not get sued for something. So brian@mail.com, I will say save, and my account has been created. So let's go ahead and continue. Now I'm in the class for Math 1100. Do I want the verification code? I guess so. Oh no, you can skip it. Okay, I don't want a verification code. Yes, skip. You, of course, do what you want. If you want to put in your code, it'll help you get into the thing. Now, here's the big page. If you have an access code, if you did buy one already, this is the place where you'll put it in. See it right here. If you did not, don't buy anything just yet. Come here, down to here. Depending on which course you take, the cheapest version is an 18-week access for $74.99. That is, if you're permitted to purchase here. If you have to purchase at the bookstore, this is going to be more like $100, I'm sure. Even so, forget about either one of these accesses. Right down here, waiting for financial aid, get temporary access without payment for 14 days. You get 2 weeks of free access, so always choose that. You never know, in 2 weeks you may not even like the course anymore and you're going to leave. So it says, are you sure you want temporary access? Well, of course I do. So they just need a minute to get you to the right course. It has it listed over here. Mathematics Exploration, course ID, taught by Brian Van Pelt. Perfect, I know what I'm doing. Van Pelt 15927, that was correct. And we will go into the course now. The setup for both classes is identical. You will have this, click on the title. Now, these items that are over on the left side are for the most part identical for both classes. However, there may be differences, slight differences. For this course, you're going to want to go to eText Contents to see the textbook. I wouldn't bother with these. I would just go right into the eText, like so. I might even click it and add it up to this toolbar here so that I always have it available to me. The only thing about this textbook is you have to be logged into Pearson when you launch it. Now I can close Pearson, that is I can close My Math Lab, and this will stay up for a while. And of course you're going to have to click through all these next as you see stuff. I will do that here so I get past it. They tell you what each and every item is. And not the last one. Alright, table of contents. In the first week for this class, we'll be doing 1.1 and 1.2 as well as 2.1. So they're all there. All you got to do is click on any of them and it will take you right to the page. Same as the homework, same book as you would use in class. You can move it around like this. It does get a little over there, but if you're going to be in this section for a while, you can click this X right here and it will put the page centered for you. So there's a lot of things you can do. I think you can do highlights and all that kind of stuff if you want. Let me come back. I'll just leave that up. No big deal. Come back to the main menu here. Assignments. This is probably the most important button for you. You can see I've got 3 homeworks up. Now for Math 1100, I've only just begun creating the course. So it's just the earliest things are up right now. It'll get you through the first week. Differential equations is different. I have that entire course done. So there you'll have a whole list of assignments. And they will tell you when they're due, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Yeah, there they are. It has the due dates for all of them. The student gradebook. You'll click this if you want to see how you did on your exams or assignments. They'll be listed here and you'll be able to click the review button to see how you did on an assignment, especially tests. You'll be able to see how you did on the exams and what you got right and wrong, and they'll tell you what the correct answer was if you didn't get it right. I don't know if this video and resource, I'm sure it is. I am in as a student, so you have these things. This textbook has tons of videos all over the place. So, and you don't have to go here and do it either. I think while you're reading through the book, if you scroll through, let's take a look. Differential equations, now having the book is another story. I mean, having videos available like that is another story. So here's a you tried example. You can click on that. Let's see if they have videos in here. Usually there's, if I can't find one in here, maybe I'll look on the other page. But you're encouraged to go through here and look through it and see all the resources that are available to you. Students of today have more resources available to them than anybody has ever had in the history of schooling. And that's just the resources I present. You have YouTube and all sorts of other resources available to you as well. Now, can I find a video? No, it doesn't look like I can. Well, let's take a look. Let's choose the art of problem solving. Let's see if we can find anything. So what do we have here? We have a multimedia textbook. Of course, that is the textbook. In an interactive figure, an animation, section, video lecture, so you can click on any of these. Let's take a look and see what one of these looks like. They're usually short, but they're to the point.
In this video, we will look at the art of problem solving.
You can change
In particular,
the volume.
we'll learn about solving problems by inductive reasoning.
So you have those available to you. The videos I make are different, but they're meant to be lecture videos. So these will be very to the point. You may have them in differential equations. You'll just have to look around to see. So let me come back to, where was I at? Let me come back to here. Come back to the main menu. Assignments, the student gradebook, you'll look in there after tests. There's the resources. StatCrunch, we will not be using that in either of the classes. Culinary math, some of these are built for different classes. If I can remember, I'll remove these out of there. I don't use the study plan. And these, I don't have any input on those anyways. Those just go no matter what. Now, if you want, there are purchase options available in here. And I think you can purchase, what does it say here? An unbound loose leaf 3-hole punch version of your textbook, if you're one of the kind of people that require a physical textbook. Now, in this course, the 14th edition is so specific to this class, you'll need it. For differential equations, if you want to use a physical textbook because you like to have something to read on paper, any differential equations book will work for that purpose. You're not actually going to do you're not going to do any of the exercises that are in the textbook anyways. All the exercises you're going to do are inside of my math lab. So I think I've shown you everything you need to get started in there. Back to my courses. Now let's come back to Blackboard. So you're going to want to get started on that pretty much immediately. Let me click on the syllabus. And this is important. While the class is online, you'll be proctored. ProctorU will do this automatically. When you go to take a test, as soon as you click a certain button, your camera will open up and start video recording you. Let me scroll down through this and get through the most important parts. Everything you need to know about me is on the top of the second page here. My email address, phone number. This phone number is a special phone number that I took up just for my online students. Nobody else calls it but students. Here's my virtual office hours on Monday and Wednesday. And then I'm in the office on Tuesday and Thursday. And there's my office. And I think I mentioned my name is Brian Van Pelt. I'll go through most of the stuff I won't talk about much because it's just college policy things. But the lecture, if whatever math course was required to get into this thing, it will be listed here. So 955 was required for Math 1100. If you're interested in the course outline and objectives, just click this button. Instructional materials, you'll see that not required is the textbook. And that actually should be the 14th edition, because that's the latest it's at. Required is my math lab login. You need to have that no matter what. Remember, the textbook is in there. In Math 1100, use a scientific calculator. You'll be much happier when you do. For differential equations, I'm assuming that you will use a graphing calculator. Of course, use the graphing calculator of your choice. This course is considered to emanate from the Eastern Campus, so that's why I list the room number for tutoring. However, you can just click this button for tutoring across all of our campuses and see where they're at in their times. If you're interested in the student handbook, there it is. Instructor's expectation is just do the work. I don't think I put it in here, but there should be a cheating statement. Don't cheat. For more information concerning any of these items here, you can click on this link and it'll tell you all about those. Now the grading. You can withdraw, of course. There are withdrawal dates listed here if you want to withdraw before any indication is made on your report card, or after the November 25th, you'll get a W grade. I don't generally do incomplete grades. If you have to have pretty much been a good student when life has forced you out of the class somehow, you get in some horrible accident, you get some terrible disease or something like that, then I will give an incomplete. But if you're just doing poorly and you can't make it to class and you're getting an F or a D, I'm not going to give you a withdrawal. I'll just say hey, you'll get an F or a D, probably an F, I guess, in that case. Homework will be assigned perpetually, and it will be always due. Essentially, every single time you come to the computer, there will be homework to do. There'll never be an end to those until the end of the semester. Makeup exams are not given. The reason I do that is because I allow you to replace a test grade at the end of the semester. And then you can have 2 test grades. The other 2 test grades can still be improved. So you'll have 3 test grades during the semester. And what we have listed here is how I do the replacing of test grades after you take the final exam. Here's the grading scale, pretty standard, 500 points, easy to calculate. I've made a note to students, although I've noticed that this note is not applicable to my Math 1100 students. It's primarily for the differential equation students. It just says that while this is a web-based class, the material in here is no different than you're going to find in an in-class differential equations class. It's the same material. It's just as hard. Math 1100, I don't know that there is something comparable that you can go on to, but it is the same 1100 that I've taught in class, exactly. So there's nothing about these classes that's any weaker than the ones you would take sitting in a classroom. In fact, let's go to that right now. Come back to the content. I think I've explained everything that I need to do here. If there's announcements, you can click here. There's the lessons. There's the course information. Let me go to the lessons. That's where I want to go. Right now, as I mentioned, I only have a couple weeks up, or 1 week actually finished for Math 1100, so let me click into there. When you do that, you'll see a to-do list, and it will show you all of the things that you're supposed to do in the semester. So, for example, I say read section 1.1 of the textbook. I expect you to read them. That's why they're there. If you don't read the textbook, you won't pass the class. You have to read the textbook. That's required. Watch the following video, Solving Problems by Inductive Reasoning. You click on it. I may change the location of these to Media Site, which is Tri-C's place, but let me pause this before I get to it.
In this video,
Media Site is where Tri-C keeps their videos. I haven't loaded up any of these things to there yet, but I might because they have better closed captioning than what's available here. Let me turn the volume down so I can talk while it's talking. And these, I need you to understand, these videos are lectures. They're not where I simply do homework. I've had students, or at least one student, who said that these videos are useless for doing homework. That is not true. These are the same lectures that you would get if you were in class. That means within these lectures, there are plenty of examples that I do that show how to do the problems in the book. But you have to watch the whole video. They are lectures. So let me click on play.
We're going to look at a specific style of reasoning that is used quite often in mathematics, and that's inductive reasoning.
Now you can hit closed captioning. I don't know how good it is, but you can change it around.
Inductive reasoning.
You can see it. You can turn it off.
Looks for patterns.
You can increase the volume, decrease the volume. You can pause. Into settings, you can change the playback speed to very slow to very fast. And there's some customization that you can do in there. In settings, there's also some other things. The quality that I've set is 720p. Those are really good quality. But some students have experienced problems. If your internet, for whatever reason, is not able to keep up with the speed of the video or whatever it is that they can't do because the video has too much downloadable or streaming content, I think that's the right word, move it down. You'll still be able to see it at 360 pretty well, and probably even at 240 if you have to. That's if your internet is kind of slow. Let's see what else is in here. I took care of subtitles, playback speed, annotations. I'm not really sure about there. I don't do anything with that. And if you want, you can play it on your TV. You can change it to theater mode, which makes a bigger screen, mini player, or full screen if you want. And then you can play from here. You can have it on your TV, and it will be this entire screen, just like, I guess, your TV is the chalkboard. And just escape if you want to get out of there. So all of the videos will be in here. And what have I told you? The videos are not just simply to help you do homework. If you think that's what they're for, please take somebody else's class. Those videos are lectures. I expect you to be a good college student, not just getting the problems. All right, that takes care of these. In differential equations, as I mentioned, your list will have all 14 weeks, I believe. Discussions. I don't do anything here. You can if you feel like it. Do as much discussions as you want, and how you can have your friends help you do your math through here if you want. I don't do anything with it, so it's on you or on your own on that one. For the tools, there's all sorts of things that you can click on here. I don't even want to begin to go into this because this is not really part of the class, so they're there for your use. Now, as I look across everything, I think I've taken care of everything. If not, I will answer whatever questions you have. Send me an email, give me a call, whatever you want to do. The course information, I'm going to leave it like it is, but I think differential equations, I think it says in there, let me see, start here. That's probably what I intended to do. With start here, you've got these things. And the welcome message here is the welcome message I'm making right now, but this was the old one, so I'm going to take it out. And I will put this video in there later on. But as I said, for differential equations, you click on your lessons, and you can see the entire course is done. I think that should be enough to get you started for the semester. So I hope everything goes well. Give me a call, email, anytime something comes up. When it comes to doing homework problems and you get stuck, if you call me or email me, I can launch a WebEx right on the spot, and then we can work like we're in front of each other in an office environment. You'll be able to see what I do, and I'll be able to see what you do, and I'll be able to write on the screen. All right, now I think I'm done. So good luck. I hope you have a successful semester.